When you move from your Highlands tracksuit pants wearing days, you moved into Sydney, and you got in a pretty high profile relationship when you were young.
Yeah, I did.
With an NRL player. Which you were together for about, 8 or 9 years?
Yeah, on and off. So we were together for about 5.5 and had a couple, 2 years off, and then back for about another 3.
Yeah, right. What was it like going from being, just with hanging out with cows and stuff to being swept into this lifestyle of being a wag?
Well, I deferred for reasons unbeknownst to even me. I just was so desperate to get to Sydney that I did it at any cost, and that cost was no friends, no money, no nothing. For a year in Sydney, it was a very lonely year, but I'm so grateful for it because it made me appreciate everything going forward.
Yeah,
I was a night packer at Coles. I was a telemarketer. I was a promo girl. I did all of that shit. I couldn't wait to get to uni afterwards, and that's when I met him. And he was playing reserve grade, and he was at uni, and he was a normal guy. So that helped that we both sort of went into it.
So he wasn't
together.
at the peak of his career when you got together?
Happened very quickly, though, in the next couple of years. And I think because it happened at the same rate for us, I wasn't being thrust into the limelight of this world that existed. But it was a pretty full-on world, certainly. And I was so young, you don't know anything when you're in your 20s. No. You think you know everything, but you're painfully insecure and so no confidence. And Cosmo actually gave me a lot of confidence, and we'd split up at that point. So that was a real blossoming time, an evolution.
Because you had your own career happening, but I think often when I see professional athletes, I think it must be tough on the partners because they've got such strict, training, eating. The whole life revolves around this athlete.
It does. You can choose to complain about it, or you can choose to celebrate it, or you can choose to get on with the shit.
Yeah.
And so there was a time when it actually was a blessing because he was away every weekend and we'd be in camps for a long time, 6-7 weeks, playing internationally. And that's when I started writing books because I'm like, well, I'm not going to just sit, because it was weird because you're single but not. Yeah. You're living a single life. You're always at weddings and stuff alone. Yeah. But you've got this absent boyfriend, and it's when you are with him, it's pretty full on because there's fans and groupies and everything everywhere. So I started writing books to fill in my time. And then it became my friend because I'm like, well, I'm busy, so whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And now with my husband, I just want to play with him all the time. He's always around, and I wouldn't have got anything done. So I'm very grateful that I had those years of being sort of alone on the weekends.
Do you look back on that relationship, because with a lot of high-profile NRL players, there are rumours that circulate, of all different hideous things that happen when they get up on their trips, which you've written about. Yeah. Do you look back at that, and how did you stay secure in that relationship?
I wasn't at all. I mean, the rumours were flying thick and fast from everybody. Yeah. Always, constantly. Beating drum in the back of your head. And I don't know, it's just so hard at that age to know what's going on, and you just have to take it at face value. Yeah. But that, we split when I was 23 and I got my job and I started to sort of become a sassy city woman at Cosmo and got my confidence up. And then when we got back together, it was a very different power.
Yeah, right. So that break you needed.
I wasn't a subservient uni student with no money anymore that could just sort of swing around his life. Then I had a bit more confidence. I wouldn't take no shit.
I know, because knowing you now, and I didn't know you then, I can't imagine you being in a relationship where you weren't, a very equal part of it.
I know. I can't even... I was saying last night to a friend, I don't even remember who I was, that girl. Yeah. And it was funny, I don't see psychics and gypsies very much, but I did back then, because when you're unhappy...
You know what, I was thinking that too. I used to go all the time, and I have no need to go anymore.
Don't need anything. Funny? I know, it's weird. Well, it's not weird. But they always used to say to me, you haven't busted out of your shell yet. And I was like, no, I have, I'm fine. Yeah. But it was so obvious that I was holding back, and I was playing a secondary role, but I wasn't. I was really doing some important groundwork for my career at the same time. I was my own person, but I think emotionally I just hadn't hit
your peak.
Yeah.
Do you think that having that relationship, though, you learned what you do want in a relationship, what you won't put up with?
Yeah, of course. You've got to have shitty relationships.
Yeah.
It's so important. Otherwise you'll never appreciate the good ones and you'll never do any growing. A breakup is a gift. It's when women really look at women. I mean, you look at celebrities are such a great example of, post-breakup, the woman soars.
Yeah, you're right,
She looks her best, she gets great work, she really works on herself. We talk to our girlfriends, we read self-help books, we just keep making ourselves better and better and better.
Yeah.
So that we don't.
You do, because Sam and I, who I have a child with now, we broke up for a little bit. And it was only 6 weeks, but it was the most intense 6 weeks of my life.
Everything's hyper.
Everything was high. I laid on the floor for a couple of weeks crying, and then I just went into power mode. And I'm like, if this is it, I'm going to be the best I can. And it, hands down, is one of the best experiences I had, even though it was seriously fucked.
Yeah.
You know?
It is that dizzying highs and breathtaking lows.
Yeah.
But you're just learning and growing. You're really... Yeah, so I'm big on breakups. Haynes like, you're a freak. You're just on about breakups. I'm like, because it's a formative stage of
You don't need to do it now, though.
No, I don't need to do it now. No, I never do it again. But I know how to do them. I'm good at them. I don't want to do them anymore, but I think it's one of those key moments of your life.
I agree too.